My boyfriend said, "My mom is walking me down the aisle too. It's our special moment." I replied, "That's beautiful." Then I quietly called his dad and asked him to fly in from across the country. I'm Sarah, 28. Should have seen the red flags earlier, but when you're in love, you ignore things, right? Been with Marcus for 4 years, engaged for 10 months. The wedding was set for 3 weeks away, 200 guests, an expensive lakeside venue, the works. Last Tuesday, he dropped this bomb over breakfast. "So, I've been thinking, Mom's going to walk me down the aisle, with me, like holding my other arm." I almost choked on my coffee. "Wait, what? Your mom and me? Walking you down together?" He smiled, like this was completely normal. "Yeah, it's our special moment. She raised me alone, you know." Something felt off, very off. The conversation got weirder from there. Marcus just kept talking. "Oh, and Mom suggested we do a mother-son dance before your father-daughter dance. She should go first, since she raised me by herself for so long." I put down my coffee. "Marcus, your dad is walking me down the aisle, remember? Since my dad passed away?" His face changed. "Right, yeah. Actually, Mom thinks maybe your Uncle Jerry should do it instead. She says Dad doesn't really count as family since he abandoned us." There it was. That word. Abandoned. Let me give you some background. Marcus's parents divorced when he was 8. That's over 20 years ago. His mom, Patricia, never remarried, never even dated, as far as Marcus knows. She told him throughout his entire childhood that his dad had just left them, walked out for another woman, and never looked back. His dad, Robert, moved to Seattle, sends birthday cards. Marcus barely talks to him, maybe twice a year. Awkward phone calls on holidays. Meanwhile, Patricia lives 10 minutes away, has a key to our apartment. Shows up unannounced 3 or 4 times a week. Calls Marcus my baby constantly. He's 31 years old. She calls me Marcus's little friend, even after we got engaged. Wedding planning has been a nightmare. Patricia vetoed my dress choice, wanted baby blue bridesmaid dresses, insisted on a seating chart where she sits at the head table between Marcus and me. I'm not joking. Between us. But this breakfast conversation was different. This felt like a line being crossed. "Marcus," I said carefully, "what actually happened with your parents? Like, did your dad really just abandon you?" He shrugged. "That's what Mom told me. He left one day and barely looked back." "Have you ever asked him about it, his side?" Marcus got defensive immediately. "Why would I? Mom wouldn't lie about something like that." That's when I knew. I knew something was really wrong. "See, I've had this feeling for months. Patricia is too involved, too controlling, too possessive. But Marcus can't see it, or won't see it." After breakfast, Marcus left for work, and I sat there thinking about his dad. Robert, the man Marcus barely knows, the man who supposedly abandoned his son. Something didn't add up. I started with social media, found Robert on Facebook pretty quickly. His profile picture showed him with a woman and 2 teenage kids, looked like stepkids based on the ages. They were all smiling at some lake, normal family photo. I scrolled through his posts, fishing trips, grilling burgers, dad jokes, just regular middle-aged guy stuff. Then I noticed something. He commented on Marcus's posts sometimes. Not often, but enough. Things like, "Proud of you, son," and "Looking good, kiddo." Simple stuff. Marcus never responded, not once. I kept digging, found Robert's wife. Her name's Linda. She looked nice, posted about her book club and her garden, nothing weird. Then I did something crazy. I found Robert's phone number through a mutual connection tool, just sat there staring at it for 10 minutes. Finally, I called. "Hello?" His voice was warm, kind. "After everything I've done, this is how you repay me?" Marcus took a deep breath. "I think you need to leave." Patricia's eyes went wide. "What?" "Leave. Now. Before I say something I can't take back." Patricia grabbed her purse, mascara running down her face. At the door, she turned. "If he stays, I don't come to the wedding." Marcus's voice was exhausted. "Then I guess you're not coming." Patricia left. The door slammed. Nobody moved. Nobody spoke. For a full minute, there was just silence. That night, Marcus and Robert talked for 3 hours at the hotel. I gave them space, sat with Linda in the lobby. "Thank you," Linda said. "He's been heartbroken for 20 years. I couldn't let her control our marriage like she controlled his childhood." Marcus came back to our apartment at 2 in the morning. I was still awake, waiting. "My entire childhood was a lie," he said. Then he broke down, full sobbing. First time I'd ever seen him cry like that. "She made me think he didn't love me. I grieved a living father. I just held him." By morning, Patricia had sent 47 text messages. They ranged from "I'm sorry, baby," to "You're an ungrateful son," to "That woman ruined our family." 7 voice messages, sobbing, then yelling, then sobbing again. At 7 a.m., she showed up at our apartment, pounding on the door. Marcus didn't answer. She slid a note under the door. "Choose her or your mother." The texts from family started coming in. Uncle Tom called. About damn time someone told him. Marcus's grandmother, Patricia's own mother, called too. "Your mother has always been intense. I'm sorry we didn't speak up sooner." My mom texted, "That woman wore white to the rehearsal dinner. I knew something was off." Marcus's cousins were supportive. Admittedly, they always thought Patricia was too much but didn't know how to say anything. That afternoon, Marcus made his decision. "I need to uninvite her from the wedding." "Are you sure?" I asked. "She's still your mom." "A mom who loved me wouldn't have stolen 23 years with my dad." He texted her, "You're not welcome at the wedding. We'll talk after, but I need space." Her response came in seconds. "You'll regret this. That girl has brainwashed you." Marcus blocked her number. Then he called Robert. "Will you walk me down the aisle with Sarah?" I could hear Robert crying through the phone. "I would be honored." "I'm sorry I believed her," Marcus said. "I should have asked you. You were a kid. This isn't on you, son. This was never on you." Patricia went nuclear on social media, posted on Facebook, heartbroken that my son chose his absent father and manipulative fiancé over the mother who raised him alone. Tagged Marcus, me, and 30 mutual friends. Her friends flooded the comments. "So sad. After all you sacrificed. Ungrateful children these days." I rarely post on social media, but this needed a response. I posted one thing. "Here's the thing about manipulation. It works until the truth comes out." Then I posted a photo of Robert's child support records, amounts hidden for privacy, just the dates, 18 years of payments, never missed one. Caption: "This is 18 years of child support plus extra, not exactly absent." Then another photo, the blocked emails, the filtered messages. Caption: "This is what control looks like." The comments shifted fast. "Oh, wow. I always wondered why Robert was never around. This explains so much." Patricia's friends started texting us, the flying monkeys as my therapist friend calls them. "Patricia is devastated. How could you? She's your mother. You owe her everything. This is elder abuse." Marcus replied to each one the same way. "She lied to me for 23 years and isolated me from my father. Would you forgive that?" Most stopped responding after that. But Patricia wasn't done. "Hi, Robert, this is Sarah. I'm Marcus's fiancé." Silence. Then, "Marcus is getting married?" My stomach dropped. "Yes, in 3 weeks. He didn't tell me." Robert's voice cracked a little. "When's the wedding?" "June 15th. You weren't invited?" Long pause. No, I wasn't." We talked for an hour. Robert told me everything. The divorce was mutual. He didn't abandon anyone. Patricia wanted full custody, and he agreed because he thought it would be easier on Marcus. Less fighting, less trauma. He paid child support, on time, every month, plus extra. He tried to maintain a relationship with Marcus, called, wrote letters, sent gifts, but Patricia sabotaged everything, told Marcus his dad was too busy with his new family, canceled visits at the last minute and blamed Robert. Read his letters before giving them to Marcus. Sometimes, I didn't give them at all. As Marcus got older, Patricia's version of events became his truth. "I never stopped trying," Robert said. "I just stopped being allowed." He emailed me proof that night. Scanned birthday cards, dozens of them. Letters returned marked, refused. Child support records showing thousands in extra payments. Court documents show Patricia denied his visitation requests over and over. Text messages begging to see Marcus for the graduation, for birthdays, for anything. Photos of gifts he sent that Marcus never received. Then I found something else. I'd been helping Marcus organize his phone last week. Saw a blocked number I didn't recognize. Out of curiosity, I unblocked it. It was Robert's number. Marcus didn't block it. Patricia did. She has his passwords. For emergencies, she says. I checked Marcus's laptop. We share passwords, so this felt less invasive. Found an email folder labeled Dad, 47 unread emails, going back 3 years. All are automatically filtered to trash, a rule Patricia CEA set up when she was helping fix his computer. I sat there reading emails from a father begging to know his son. My hands were shaking. I called Robert back the next morning. I need your help with something. Anything, he said immediately. I told him what I'd discovered, the blocked number, the filtered emails, the way Patricia had systematically erased him from Marcus's life. Robert was quiet for a long time. I'm not surprised, he finally said. Just hurt, still, after all these years. She's trying to control our marriage before it even starts, I said. She wants to walk him down the aisle, sit between us at our wedding. She found the vendor contracts and changed half of them without telling me. Added 30 of her friends to the guest list, all charged to Marcus's credit card. That sounds like Patricia. This ends at the wedding, I said. Will you help me? What do you need? Can you come to the rehearsal dinner? 3 weeks from Friday. Another pause. You want me to just show up? I want Marcus to see you. I want him to know the truth before we get married. Because if Patricia keeps controlling him, she'll control us. Forever. Robert agreed. I booked his flight that day, got him a hotel near the venue, told him to bring Linda for support and to bring that folder of evidence. The next 2 weeks were tense. Patricia kept texting me about wedding details, sent me a revised seating chart with her still between Marcus and me at the head table. I played along. Looks great, Patricia. Whatever you think is best. She loved that. I told Marcus his mom mentioned a special surprise for the rehearsal dinner. Really? What is it? She wanted it to be a secret, but it's something about family. Marcus smiled. That's sweet of her. I smiled back. Oh, it would definitely be about family. The night before the rehearsal dinner, I met Robert and Linda at their hotel. We went through the evidence together, made sure everything was organized, rehearsed what we'd say. Robert was nervous. What if he hates me after this? He'll hate you more if I let this continue and our marriage falls apart. Linda squeezed his hand. She's right. It's time. Patricia texted me that evening. Don't forget, baby blue shoes to match my dress tomorrow. I replied, wouldn't dream of it. Tomorrow was going to be very interesting. The rehearsal dinner was at this upscale Italian restaurant, private dining room, 40 people, immediate family, and the wedding party. Patricia showed up wearing white, a white dress, to the rehearsal dinner. My maid of honor whispered, "Is she serious right now?" I just smiled. Let her have her moment. Patricia immediately positioned herself at the head of the table next to Marcus. I sat on his other side. She kept touching his arm, calling him my baby boy. At one point, she literally said, my handsome date for the evening. My mom looked like she wanted to throw up her wine. Halfway through the appetizers, my phone buzzed. Text from Robert. We're here. I stood up. Everyone, we have a special surprise guest tonight. Patricia beamed. Oh, did you arrange entertainment? How thoughtful, Sarah. Even better, I said. Family. I walked to the entrance, opened the door. Robert and Linda walked in. The room went dead silent. Marcus froze, fork halfway to his mouth, just staring. Patricia's face drained of all color. She stood up so fast her chair fell backward. What is he doing here? Robert's voice was calm, warm. Hey, son. Congratulations on your engagement. You need to leave, Patricia hissed, right now. I was invited, Robert said, by the bride. Marcus looked at me. Sarah, you invited my dad? Yes, because he's your father, and he deserves to be here. Patricia was shaking. He abandoned us. He doesn't deserve anything. Robert pulled out a folder from his bag. Marcus, I need you to see something. Patricia lunged forward. Do, and you dare. Marcus's Uncle Tom, Patricia's own brother, stood up. "Pat, calm down. Let the man speak." Robert opened the folder on the table. Birthday cards, letters, payment records. Marcus picked up a card. His hands were shaking. "You sent these?" "Every single year," Robert said quietly. "Every birthday, every Christmas." Patricia grabbed for the folder. "Those are fake. He's lying." I pulled out my phone. "Then explain this." Showed Marcus the email filter, the blocked number, the vendor contracts Patricia had changed. "Mom." Marcus's voice was barely a whisper. "Did you do this?" "I was protecting you." Patricia's voice was rising. "He didn't want you." Robert's voice cracked. "Marcus, I have called, texted, emailed, and written you for 23 years. Your mother blocked every single attempt." He showed the text messages, the court documents, everything. Marcus was reading through it all. Tears formed in his eyes. "You told me he left us," Marcus said to Patricia. "He did leave. No." Uncle Tom's voice cut through. "Pat, that's enough. We all know that's not true." Patricia whipped around. "Tom, don't you dare." "You filed for divorce," Tom said. "You pushed him out. You wanted him gone. I was there, Pat. I watched you do it." Marcus looked at his uncle. "What?" "Your dad wanted joint custody," Tom continued. "Your mom wanted him erased. She's been lying to you since you were 8 years old." Marcus turned back to Patricia. "You told me he didn't want me." "Baby, I did what was best." "You blocked him on my phone?" Marcus's voice was getting louder. "You deleted his emails?" Patricia reached for him. "Because he didn't deserve you." Marcus stepped back. "That wasn't your choice to make. I raised you alone. I sacrificed everything." "You isolated him," I said quietly. "There's a difference." Patricia spun on me. "This is your fault. You poisoned him against me." "No, Mom." Marcus's voice was firm now. "She showed me the truth you hid for 23 years. She called the venue pretending to be mother of the groom, tried to cancel everything. The venue manager called me. Someone claiming to be the groom's mother just tried to cancel, but the card on file is yours, so we told her no." Patricia tried the caterer, the florist, the DJ. Everyone refused to make changes without my approval. Then she showed up at my workplace, demanded to talk about this properly. Security escorted her out. That night, she sent a 200-word text, all about ungrateful children and homewreckers and how she sacrificed her entire life. The next day, a package arrived. It was a photo album, Marcus's baby pictures, school photos, his whole childhood in one book. The note said, "Since you don't want your mother, you don't deserve these memories either." Marcus stared at it. "She's using my childhood as a weapon." That's when he decided to start therapy. 3 weeks later, our wedding day arrived. Beautiful lakeside ceremony, 200 guests, sunny and perfect. Robert walked Marcus down the aisle. Both of them were crying. Linda sat in the front row with Robert's side of the family. Patricia's seat in the front row sat empty. Everyone noticed. I walked down with my Uncle Jerry. When I got to the altar, Marcus was still wiping his eyes. The officiant smiled. "Who gives this man to be married?" Robert's voice broke. "I do. I always have." Marcus mouthed, "Thank you." Not a dry eye in the place. The ceremony was beautiful. Simple vows, nothing fancy, just real. At the reception, the father-son dance was the moment everyone talked about. Marcus and Robert danced to "My Wish" by Rascal Flatts. "I've dreamed of this moment for 23 years, Robert said. Everyone could hear him. The DJ had lowered the music. "I'm sorry I wasted so much time," Marcus replied. "We have the rest of our lives now." Midway through the reception, there was a commotion in the parking lot. Patricia had shown up. Security stopped her at the door. We'd hired extra just in case. She was screaming, "That's my son! You can't keep me from my son!" Guests could hear from inside. Everyone got quiet. Uncle Tom went outside. "Pat, go home. He'll forgive me. He always does." "Not this time. You went too far." When she wouldn't leave, someone called the police. Patricia was escorted away, threatened to sue everyone for emotional distress. Inside, my maid of honor grabbed the microphone. "Small situation handled, everyone back to celebrating." Marcus didn't even notice. He was too busy talking with Robert, meeting his stepbrother and stepsister for the first time. "This is so weird," Marcus laughed. "I have a brother and a sister." His stepsister smiled. We always wanted to meet you. Dad talks about you all the time. Robert gave a toast later. I lost 23 years with my son, but I gained a daughter today who gave him back to me. Sarah, thank you for loving him enough to tell the truth. I was crying. Again. Marcus raised his glass. To family. Real family. The ones who choose love over control. The room erupted. At the end of the night, Marcus pulled me close. Thank you for saving me. I didn't save you. I just opened the door. He smiled. Best decision I ever made was asking you to marry me. Second best, I said. First was listening when I said your mom was crazy. We both laughed. 3 months later, here's where everyone ended up. Patricia is still living alone, hasn't spoken to Marcus since the wedding, posts passive-aggressive quotes on Facebook, things like, when you sacrifice everything and get nothing in return. Her brother Tom barely talks to her. She lost several friends who heard the full story. She sent one email to Marcus. When you're ready to apologize. No, I'll be here. Marcus hasn't responded. Marcus is in therapy every week, unpacking 23 years of manipulation. It's hard. Some days are really hard. But he talks to Robert 3 or 4 times a week now. They're planning a fishing trip next month, building the relationship they should have had all along. He's getting to know his stepbrother and stepsister. They came to visit last month. It was awkward at first, but good. Marcus removed Patricia's key from our apartment, changed the locks, set up an email filter so her messages go to a folder he checks once a month. I'm grieving the mother I thought I had, he told his therapist. She said that's normal. Robert has flown out twice since the wedding just to have dinner with us. Last time he brought us cruise tickets as a belated wedding gift. He told me privately, "You gave me my son back. I'll never forget that." Linda texts me recipes now. We've become friends. Weird how that happens. Marcus and I are stronger than ever. You loved me enough to risk me being angry, he said last week. That's real love. We're setting boundaries for the future. If Patricia ever wants back in, it'll be with strict rules. Therapy required, apology required, respect required. And if we have kids someday, never unsupervised access. Marcus's grandmother reached out separately. Wants a relationship with Marcus that doesn't involve Patricia. Marcus agreed. She's been respectful, admitted, your mother has always been possessive. Baby steps. Last week we got an email from Patricia, sent from a friend's account since Marcus blocked her everywhere. Subject: I hear you're buying a house. Body: I assume I'm not welcome to help you move since you've replaced me with him. Marcus deleted it without responding. Do you want to reply? I asked. What would I even say? She still doesn't think she did anything wrong. People keep asking if I regret the public confrontation at the rehearsal dinner. Absolutely not. Marcus deserved to know the truth before we started our Marsas. Riage. Was it dramatic? Sure, but subtle wasn't working. Patricia had 23 years to tell him the truth. I gave her one moment of public accountability. Marcus finally sent Patricia one text after a therapy session. Mom, I love you, but I can't have a relationship built on lies and control. When you're ready to acknowledge what you did and apologize to both me and Dad, we can talk. Until then, I need space. Her response: You're punishing me for loving you too much. His response: No. I'm protecting myself from someone who confused love with ownership. Moral of the story: if your partner's parent is trying to control your relationship, you have 2 choices. Set boundaries now, or spend your marriage as the third wheel. We chose truth. Best decision we ever made. Oh, and that white dress Patricia wore to the rehearsal dinner, she posted it on Facebook Marketplace the next day. Description: white formal dress, size 12, only worn once to an event I was kicked out of. No reasonable offer refused. Her friends started commenting, asking what happened. She deleted the listing within an hour. Even she couldn't spin that story. When someone shows you they'll lie to control you, believe them. And when they demand you choose them over reality, choose reality. It's the only choice that lasts.